Hello everyone and welcome back to a blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your Story-Based Gaming channel, and I am back after fighting allergies and severe headaches, and man, yeah, it's really bad this year, but I am here to try to get to the bottom of case number 4, and I'm really interested to see what happens because Melissa Foster, who we all know to be Dahlia, how is it that she gets off? Because it seems like she's very involved in this case. And if I were to guess, I would say she's responsible for the murder. But she got off. So how does that work? Anyway, let's waste no time and let's jump into it, shall we? We haven't had an intermission in a while, by the way. So that's interesting. Mrs. Faye, no one on the face on the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. Yes, you know what they say. To err is human, and to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair. By the way, how is everyone doing today? I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Ha! Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So, tell me, how did she know that? How did she know that he broke into the trunk? Haha! Well, Mrs. Foster, unless till you can explain how you knew that. You're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. All the dots. Witness. Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Well, let me see that photo. Oh, good lord, there it is true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. You know, I said that like a while ago. I mean, I'm the one who made that observation. Hello? Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere? I mean, I want to know how she knew that the trunk was broken into, because she doesn't have a visual view of the car. If I remember correctly, she was standing to the left of the R in Eagle River, and there's a cliff face right there. So how did she see the trunk of the car? And even if she walked over to the car, how would she have gotten there? Because by the time she walked all the way around this like cliff face, and I don't think she climbed this, because she doesn't have any climb materials that we know of. How did she know that? It doesn't work. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you went to field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Yes! I love it when the protagonists and I are on the same page. Oh, that makes me feel so good. Oh, the dots. Finally gotten her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. She's the one who broke into the car. She's the one who put the body into the trunk. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... okay. I'm gonna go ahead and save here so we can see these other wrong answers, because clearly that's the right answer. Yes, that's definitely the right answer. She just happened to be passing by. Because she just happened to be passing by the area where the car was parked. Oh, the dots. Mr. Edgeworth. Frankly, Your Honor, after hearing a pathetic response like that, I have to question whether or not such a pathetic lawyer should even exist. Did you hear that, Miss Faye? I believe Mr. Edgeworth just called you a knucklehead. I'm pretty sure that's an insult in Canadian, although I don't know how. Yeesh, isn't that overdoing things a little bit? Come on, Mia, one more time, you can do it. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. It's because she's the owner of the car. Because the stolen car actually belonged to her. That's why she knew about the scratches. Roll the dice. Well, Miss Edgeworth. Oh, Lord. Frankly, Honor. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing all over again because she's so pathetic, I'm not gonna bother to be original. Really, you got a point. Did you hear that, Miss Faye? You're so unoriginal that Mr. Edgeworth just called you unoriginal, and I'm gonna call you a knucklehead again because I am very unoriginal. Hey, I stole this beard from the other judge. You know, these are actually not real beards, they're just clip-ons, and I dyed it to make it look cool. Yeah, that's what I did. I'm sorry. The lack of something different there kind of surprised me. All right, we knew what the answer was to begin with. This is what I said happened, and yeah, I firmly believe it to be true too. She put the corpse in the car herself. Question is how? I mean, I don't mean to say that. I don't mean to say that she's frail, but she's definitely not like super muscular. So how did? Oh wait. No, I'm wrong. Sorry. I was thinking that she put the criminal, the convict, in the trunk. She didn't put the convict in the trunk. She put the policewoman in the trunk. So yeah, that could very easily be done. There's only one way that the witness had a chance to see those scratches. Yes. What is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. Oh, the exclamative dots. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? Oh, that's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison car. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. You know, I didn't even think about that. That's a good point. That's a really good point. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Your crying act isn't gonna fool me, Miss Foster. So thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. Oh! That's preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? Simple. She already explained it. Her camera has a timer. The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time, she was taking photographs. Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, the exclamated dots. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Mrs. Foster herself, because it's got a timer function. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had just bought this camera just to take the picture. Oh, the nuts! What are you trying to say then, Mrs. Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed. Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field. Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? That's a very good question. I don't know if I have an answer for that yet. In incident, not question. We'll make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Oh! Oh! Oh, that makes sense now! I understand, my friends! I understand! Alright. Here, follow with me, okay? Follow with me. So, we have this picture here. Now, here's the thing about this picture. Ready for this? We know that according to this piece of evidence, it clearly states wear a white scarf for identification. She wore a blue scarf, which means the person on the bridge did not get this full message. Dahlia was told that I have to go to the crime scene and wear a scarf so that he'll identify me. But, that's not what happened. What happened is Dahlia beat her to the area, killed the police officer, and then after killing the police officer, disguised herself as the police officer and went to the bridge to confront the con man. And then the con man Flightless, how do you explain what happened after this picture? How do you explain this picture? If that's Dahlia and not the policewoman, how do you explain what happened after this? What happened with Falls in between this and when he was arrested? I don't know. I thought I had it all. I mean, I'm like, that's not the policewoman. That's Dahlia or Melissa, whatever. And it all makes sense, except I can't seem to explain him. I don't know what happened to him after this event. And by the way, what's her name? Valerie. Okay, I keep calling her the policewoman, and I feel bad about that. Oh. I can't. I can't seem to explain what happened to him. Alright, so I got what? 80% of puzzle? Possibly? That's my theory. I don't feel as smart as I did about 5 minutes ago because I can't. There's a piece of this puzzle I still don't seem to understand. And without that piece, my entire theory just falls apart. And answer that question will also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer the question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident on the beach occurred? Where was she? She was right here. Naturally, the witness was right here. But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Exactly. Order, 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 order. Miss Faye, what on earth? Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. That was a cool animation. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim. How asinine. Of course, Mr. Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls. You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne. What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness. Oh, the dots. What? It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Mr. Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne. By the way, this music is just outstanding. These last 10 minutes, the music has just been incredible. It's so good. But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped him get him convicted. But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore. You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof? I've got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open. Which evidence is that, Mia? Could you, fill me in, please? At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Because of this, right? Because he asked her to come wearing a white scarf for identification. So let's... I didn't do this last time, and I really should do this more often. What happens if you pick a wrong answer? I really need to do that if I can remember. But I can just get caught up in the moment, Wait a minute, kitten. Mr. Armando. First of all, relax. Second of all, think the whole thing over again. He's right, Mia. You need to calm down and think it over. Couldn't remember. Oh, wow, that was a really short, piece of dialogue. All right, well, I think I know what I had to present, and that's this. Because she was asked for identification. Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why I needed some piece of identification. Namely, this muddy scarf. Ah! It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear this scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. Oh, the dots. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Oh, the dots. And the thing is, even though it's blue, because it was rainy and because it was foggy, she might have gotten away with it being blue. Well, what do you have to say to that, Miss Melissa Foster? Uh-oh. I know what she's like. I'm just waiting for her to come back and go, oh, but that's not at all what happened. You don't have any proof to say this. Just beating up on me. I just know it's coming. Watch. No. Okay, maybe not. Maybe that's not what happened. I think she fell over, or collapsed, or ran out of the courtroom screaming. Not exactly sure. Where is Miss Foster go? She's collecting herself in the lobby. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to set up a fake photo of them together. The only question is, why did she do it? Well, isn't that obvious? She's a real culprit. Huh. Wait, she's the one who committed the crime 5 years ago? Is that true? Because, sentenced to death 5 years ago, did she commit the original crime when she was like 14? Yeah. No, I think she just committed the crime 2 days. But why would she commit the crime? Like, I look at this report, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. There is something missing here. Maybe it's the person he murdered. Did he murder someone? I mean, if you're sentenced to death, you probably killed someone, right? What if he killed a relative of hers and she was seeking revenge? I don't remember why he was imprisoned 5 years ago. Well, we'll have to wait for the Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is at recess. The defense and the prosecution are both away in their respective lobbies. Yes, Your Honor. Understood. Well, very well. This court is in recess. Alright, well, I was just talking about the recess. That's been a long first half of the trial. I mean, what is this, like 2 hours? 2 hours and 15 minutes? A lot of time we get to the recess within, what, an hour and a half at most? February 16th, 1:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. Mr. Falls, Eek, I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Well, yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Well, anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information? Right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we need is that she's a student. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. Yeah, it was a murder. Okay. I didn't do that. I didn't kill nobody. I don't lie. Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Oh, the dots. Okay, I trust you. Well, that day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Wright looks the same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like this for at least 5 years. Huh. Sorry, buddy. But you sound like the one that could fall apart at any moment. True. I did. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh my. Whoa. 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 Ho, ho, ho. Oh. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, that was the missing piece. Oh, that's why. Oh my lord. No way. The body was never found. Melissa Foster. Oh. It still doesn't explain why he just left. Maybe Melissa revealed herself to him, but he would know right now, wouldn't he? So maybe he feels sorry about it. And he met the police officer and was like, you know, I just wanted to apologize for what I did. Maybe it's as simple as that. And then after apologizing, he's like, I'm getting out of here, and left. That's why she has the name Melissa Foster. Oh, man. How did she get away with this? It's so obvious what happened now. Dahlia framed him. Because, well, he was already going to death row, though. She didn't need to do that. Oh, maybe it was vengeance. Maybe it's because she wanted to be the one to really stick the knife in him. Maybe it was just pure spite to add to his already list of crimes. I mean, I wouldn't put it past this girl. Would you? Based on what you know? Hey, your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? And wait, it's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy because he would have been, what, 20? No, he would have been 19. He would have been 19 and she would have been 13. Hey. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister. Wait, what? How did I never connect those dots? Whoa, how did I not connect those dots? What is wrong with me? I am an idiot. Dahlia Hawthorne, deceased, Valerie's younger sister, victim of the kidnap murder at Dusky Bridge 5 years ago. Okay, so she would have been 14, but still. How did I not connect these dots? I am so thick. Well, it's because we really haven't seen her name that much. And even earlier, I was like, what is her name? I forgot her name. I never bothered to look at that. Wow. You can all tell me how stupid I am in the comment section below, because seriously, that is a major oversight. Sometimes the most obvious things are the ones that are hardest for me to figure out. I don't know why. It just is. Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Could come closer. And I kill her. Sorry. But you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first, I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong! No, protect sister! Valerie betrayed me! Betray us! What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything! All lies! All make-believe! Kidnapping too! A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel.
Ugh, you actually saved my teen angel? Seen one too many soap operas. Yeah, I kind of lost all respect for you, by the way, buddy. But then again, if you didn't do it, it's my duty to discover the truth.
I do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
Anything Dahlia says? Oh, hold on a minute. What she's saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by?
Yeah, me and Dahlia, and Valerie too.
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family rich, jewelry business. We got one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia, we wrote the kidnap note we sent to her dad. Ask for a $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie made transfer cause she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm, Dahlia, she jumped in river.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it, I would never push her. Anyway, I blacked out, wake up with police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
Wow, this is one messed up case. Well, that man, Teddy Fowles, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister to the Rhine River 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
So, that's why you called her. You want to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Well, how does this... Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. So what does that mean? She knew that her sister was still alive? Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Playing this case, and I said this in the comment box, playing this case, I felt like I was playing another tutorial case. Because we start in the courtroom, there's not a lot of evidence, and I'm thinking this case is gonna be over very quickly, and it's just going to set up whatever the 5th case is about. And this case was going to be super uninteresting, and I was just going to fill in backstory. I did not expect this type of complexity from such simplicity. Because there's nothing super complicated about this case, and yet the case is super complicated. How do you do that? I have no idea, but that's exactly what they did. Oh, I don't think I said that line. But that's why you called Valerie yourself.
Yes, but I forgot what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, just ask why. Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want your answer come from her mouth, that's all.
So that's why he made a crazy escape like that. And the thing is, if she was disguised as Valerie, they probably look a little alike. Which means he would have never known he was talking to the real Dahlia. And so he goes to her and apologizes just like I thought before. And then he leaves the crime scene with the real Valerie stuck in his trunk because Dahlia had killed her. Maybe I was right. Maybe I was right 20 minutes ago. Maybe that theory is actually correct. Because the simple answer is, he just walks away. He doesn't do anything. He just leaves. That's it. That's the solution. Just one thing, Zebra boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it? Huh? Where's what? You mean the diamond? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Wonder if Valley has it. Remember that now. Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia? She had it, and then she jumped in the river?
That day on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia, gone forever. Into Eagle River.
Disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You come back now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Oh, the dots. Never found her, my sweet Dahlia.
They never found her.
Swallowed by river, gone, Dahlia, my teen angel.
Your teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14.
Yeah, I already know that. Jeez. Sicko. For 14? I guess we were robbing cradles before diamonds. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 million. Man oh man, angels these days. More like fallen angels. Falls takes a fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel or is she really a... It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now. You bet. Diamond added to the court record a $2 million gem used as ransom for Dahlia, lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. Well, that's one of my rules. Remember it. Ah, we got a new rule, by the way! Someone document that. New rule. But here's the thing. Maybe we can't answer this question before the end of this trial. But here's what I want to know when we do finish this trial. So please remember this for whenever that final episode happens. Would this case have been better if this was the first case? Because we know who Dahlia Hawthorne is. And yes, it creates that dramatic irony because we know something that our character doesn't. So therefore, it creates tension because we know that Melissa Foster's Dahlia, but Mia doesn't know. Or would it have been better if this case is where it is with that dramatic irony? Do you know what I mean? Because would these cases have been better if these were more sequential? So the first case was this case, and the first case was the fourth case. The problem with that is we would instantly know who Godot is, and we would instantly know that we kind of know about his background. So that kind of loses his mysterious aura. But at the same time, I feel like this case is weakened because we know something that we probably shouldn't know. But then again, like I said, dramatic irony can be really good. It works all the time in horror movies. When that horror villain goes after the person, you're like, you know, hey, the villain's right behind you, Oh, great. She just stood there like an idiot. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I can see both sides of the coin. But let's wait for final judgment until we see the end of this trial, shall we? 1:49 p.m., by the way. I am talking a lot in this episode because I have a lot to say. When a case is good, that's what happens. I'm sorry. It's just the way I do these videos. Well, now then, let's continue the trial of Mr. Terry Falls. Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You got your butterflies back. That's good. You're a very brave young lady.
Not this again.
I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander, witnessed a violent crime. Well, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman?
It's certainly hard to imagine. This woman is a murderer.
Her motive, huh? Figure that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Should probably save. By the way, we're in 1-2 now. All the dots. Yes, of course. I think. You're still acting as team as a kitten. Kitten? Mr. Armando. Well, listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles, no matter how bad it gets. Oh! That's what Mia always told Phoenix, right? All the exclamated dots. Smiling on the outside while the underguts are twisted knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me? May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Well, of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like, sweetie.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. Why, you're such an honest and upstanding young lady.
It looks like this witness is a real professional. Well, what do you mean? Well, look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up.
Well, very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say.
Melissa Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing an officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think that man's a terrible, horrible monster. Yeah, your acting's not gonna fool me.
Out of the country, eh? Well, that kind of fooled me.
Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder.
Well, indeed.
You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow I had to tie her to this case. Cross-examination, let's do this. I was out of the country until the year before last. So, what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Absolutely. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? What country? Oh, hey. Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in, and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to the case. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Falls or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point.
Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge. Wait. Naturally, I didn't know either the victim or the defendant. You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth?
Well, the first time you saw either of them was when they were on the beach, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence. Until I entered college, I had never been to Eagle Mountain before. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains went through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
I knew that was coming. The prosecution objects to any questions that involve the witness's private life.
Oh, the exclamative, you dirty rotten scoundrel, Dots.
All that matters is that she is a material witness to her crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Miss Faye, you're treading on the ain't nice here. How dare you make this beautiful young girl cry?
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's...
There's a finger wagging. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh, really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time, an officer showed her this photo.
Come on, that's so unlikely, dude.
Well, that seems like a rather serious mistake.
Ha, well that's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair. That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. Holding a grudge and killing an officer testified against you 5 years ago. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. All the exclamated dots. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Falls is kind of forgetful. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification.
Why, if he had been wearing a white scarf that day, if I had been wearing, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
Well, that's true. It's clearly a bit of an You just messed up. You just activated my trap card because she was wearing a blue scarf. So how did she know that she was supposed to wear a white scarf? There's no way she could have known that unless she was told. Well, that's true. He's clearly a bit of man.
This is bad. Mr. Falls' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement?
Have it add testimony, absolutely.
Your Honor, what the testimony just said now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. The testimony only helps to prove that point.
No, that's not why
Enough. Witness, if you would.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like you said,
then you yourself might have been killed.
How does he not know that? I mean, come on, Edgeworth, you're better than that.
That would have been a terrible loss for the world.
Ha, it looks like you pressed too hard this time, kitten. Mr. Armando, keep looking around you when you're going to the site to the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk. Actually, no, I think I got her. Here. Although what I need to do, like I said, is I need to present false evidence if I think I'm right. So let's present the attorney's badge. Although normally it's just gonna say, what do you think of the witness testimony? And I don't think anything of it. I guess nothing either. I mean, in reality, it's kind of a waste to do this for non-testimony evidence. Like, when we're not in a testimony, it seems like there's no evidence. But when we're in a testimony, it doesn't. Victims don't. Perfect. Got her. It's true, Mr. Falls did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about the meeting. The note that she left said, wear a white scarf for identification. You see, I've learned playing Ace Attorney, when they have like a color or some adjective to a noun, that adjective is always going to be important. Too bad I figured that out in the third game. I mean, it would have been a lot more helpful if I figured this out earlier, but whenever they add those small adjectives, you know that they're going to come up.
Well, yes, what about it?
Isn't that obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it? Ah!
Perfect. Order. It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show the top secret evidence to the witness?
Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be... Just a moment. Oh, of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. Well, that's why I assumed that the signal was a white scarf.
I suppose that makes sense. You see, that's the thing I love about this villain.
She always seems to come back with something incredibly witty to try to throw us off. But and it doesn't work because we are persistent flightless bird. But I just love how quick she is. She's a really, really smart young woman. Come on, Mia. We can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. But why? It's true. That's what I saw. Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him.
Because it was raining, right?
How do I say it was raining?
How do I say it was raining?
How do I say it was raining? Oh, right there. The picture has raindrops. Perfect. Here's the definitive piece of evidence that proves it. Oh, the dots.
Oh, the double dots?
Well, that's your definitive piece of evidence? Yes, if my thinking is correct.
Come on, this has to be right. Well then, we have one mystery solved. The answer is simple. Miss Faye's thinking is wrong. That's all there is to it. No, I'm not wrong. Huh? Please, kitten. You've got to do something. You're killing me over here. No, this is right. Miss Faye, I've got a definite penalty award you for your definitive piece of evidence. But that's right! No, that's right! Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Well, do you finally believe me? But that was right! It's raining and it's foggy. That's why she couldn't see it. Come on, Mia, you're running out of time. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. Why not? Oh, because it's a blue scarf. Duh. 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 Yeah, I feel dumb about that. You said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? See, my thinking was just wrong because, yeah, it was raining and foggy, so that makes sense. But, you know, the obvious answer is sometimes right. Yes, is something wrong? Hair flick. That's what I'd like to know. Miss Foster, have a look at this. Is this it's a victim's scarf? Ah! I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color. However, it certainly is not white. You knew what the note said. She knew the contents of the note. No! It says wear white scarf for identification. That's the reason why he said it was white. Well, Miss Foster? No! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation over here. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one. The person who wrote the note, Valerie Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? Well, that's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew the content was Dolly herself. Hang on there, kitten. What is it, Mr. Armando? Here, I made some special cafe con leche for you. I put in plenty of sugar. Drink it up before it gets cold. Don't be shy. Why are you doing this? Your brain needs stimulation. Drink some of this and then think it over again. Wait, what? Listen, keep messing up like that and you're going to get the judge mad. Miss Faye, don't just stand there casually drinking coffee. Wait, what? Oops, I think it's too late. Wait, that was wrong? The actual Dahlia? Did you see his eyes? You see how his eyes like went down? And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name. Right there. Exactly. Alright, well, we're going a little long. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. We're going on almost an hour. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much. I think we could wrap up this case in the next episode. Not only can we wrap up this case next episode, but I really get the feeling that we could probably start the next case next episode. We'll see how that goes. Until next time, my friends, so long, and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.